Hello. In this clip, we'll get some practice in finding the line of best fit using our graphing calculator. So just a heads up, I'm going to be using a graphing calculator for this clip, and I suggest you follow along with your own. So if you don't have your calculator handy, just pause the clip now and go grab it. Now, as you'll see, the line of best fit is used to see how closely all your points on a scatter plot are following a trend, which is really handy because if we see that the line of best fit connects the dots very closely, we're able to make some predictions about what will happen in the future. So in that way, the line of best fit's kind of like a little time machine. But before we go any further, let's see how we can use the calculator to find that line of best fit. So here's an example survey problem. A child's age and height have been recorded for study. And here's the little table that somebody made for us. You can see they've calculated or measured the height of this child as it's grown through the age 0 to 5. And we're being asked to find the line of best fit. Now, since the line of best fit connects the dots on a scatter plot, let's start off by creating a scatter plot on our graphing calculator. So check out these steps, and you might want to follow along with your own calculator. Let me just bring it in. And the first thing I need to do is make two lists. The first list will be for this column of numbers, the age, and the second list will be for this column of numbers, the height. So to enter lists into our calculator, I go to the Stat button right here, and I hit it once. Edit is already highlighted, so I'm going to hit Enter. Now I have list 1, or L1, and list 2, or L2. This will be all of the values in our x-axis, and this will be all of the values in our y-axis. So let's start entering in the age numbers. So the first age is 0. So I type in 0, then I hit Enter. And I just keep going, filling in the list. All the way up to the last age, which is 5. Now I need to go over to the L2 area. So I hit my right cursor button. And now I'm going to enter in all my y values, or the heights. So 20 is the first one. Then I hit Enter. Then 40. And just keep going. We have 65, 80, 92, and finally 108 centimeters. Hit Enter. Now I've got my two lists filled in. So we can plot the x-axis versus the y-axis. To do that, I need to create a stat plot. See, it's the second function right above this y equals button. I'll hit the second button, then stat plot. It's giving me the first plot available, which is good. That's what I want. So I'm going to hit Enter. And now I have some options. First of all, I need to turn the plot on or I won't see it. So when it's flashing on, I'm going to hit Enter. Now it's on. The type, I'm going to leave that alone because it's got the scatter plot highlighted by default, and that's what we want. The L1 is going to be the x-axis, or what they call the x-lists. The L2 will be the y-axis, or the y-list. And that's good. I'm not going to mess with that. The mark is just the symbol that each dot will be on the graph. And I'm going to use the default little square. It's all set up. So I'm going to hit my graph button right here. And it's made a graph, but I don't see it yet. It's pretty empty. And that's because by default, this window is too large. We're zoomed out way too far. So let's hit the window button right here. And we can change the resolution of the window. X-min is the smallest x value you want on your graph. The smallest x value we have is right here. It's the age 0. So I'll change that to 0 and hit Enter. Then I have the largest x value I want on the graph. Well, the largest is 5, but I'm going to give us maybe 7, just so we have a little bit more breathing room on the graph, so it's not bunched in so close. The scale I'll leave at 1. I'll just hit Enter there. And now we do the same for the y-axis. The smallest y value we have is 20. Hit Enter. The largest y value we have is 108. Now I'll put in maybe 115 just to give us a bit more breathing room again. The last two values I'll leave as they are. So if I hit graph again, now you can see I've zoomed in considerably and I can see the dots on the graph. There's my scatter plot all finished. But now it's time to actually connect these dots with the line of best fit. To do that, we're going to ask the calculator to calculate the line of best fit equation. So we'll go back to Stat and hit that once. I'm going to scroll over one time to Calc. And what I'm calculating here is a line of best fit, which is linear regression. That's number 4 on the list. So I'll hit 4. And now it's just asking for the two lists that we want to use. Well, that's L1 and L2. To do that, I'm going to hit second, then 1, because L1 is right above it. It's yellow. Then I need a comma right here. Then I'll do the same for L2. I'll hit second, and L2 is right above the 2. Now I just hit enter. And there you go. It's computed the line of best fit for us. So we can write that down on our paper. The line of best fit will be y equals, then we need the value for a, because that's the slope of our line. A is given as 17.5. We'll just round that off a bit. 17.5x plus b, and b is the second number given. B is, we'll say, 23.9. And there we go. There is our equation for the line of best fit. But let's see it connect the dots, and we'll see how closely that these values match a trend. To actually graph the line of best fit, we have to go to this y equals button first. Hit that once. Now we're going to hit vars, or variables. Hit that one time. And we want statistics, since, well, this is part of a statistics course right now. So we're going to hit 5 for statistics and scroll over 2 times to EQ. We want the regression, number 1. It's already highlighted for us, so we'll hit that. Now it's filled in the equation for the line of best fit under Y1. If we just hit graph, watch this, it connects the dots with a line of best fit. So we can see that all the dots follow the line of best fit very closely. They match up really nice. So there's a definite trend here, or a linear growth of this child between the ages of 0 and 5. So there you go. There is the steps for line of best fit. Okay, so keep your calculator handy because now it's time to try one on your own. Here's your example problem. The height of a plant at the end of each day has been recorded for study, and they've given a table that looks like this. You can see there's day 3, 5, 7, 9. It looks like they took a measurement every 2 days, and the height in centimeters for that day is given below. And we're being asked to find the line of best fit. So try that using the steps that I showed you earlier, and if you need to rewind the clip to see how I did it using the calculator, feel free, and I'll post the solution when you're ready. Alright, so how did you make out? It turns out the equation for the line of best fit for this plant growth is 1.18x minus 4.18. And on the calculator, we had a scatter plot that looks something like this, where all the dots are very close to the line of best fit. So we definitely have linear growth of this plant.